In today's video, we're going to be checking out the brand new Cryptozoic Entertainment DC Teekeez. This is a complete set of 5 Teekeez. It's recommended for ages 14 and up, and these will be released in mid-November of this year. A big thank you to the folks over at Cryptozoic Entertainment for providing these samples that I can give you guys an early look at the really cool Teekeez that are going to be lined up for November. Each of them come with their own respected boxes, and there are 5 in the set. We've got Batman, we've got Superman, Joker, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn. Here's what they look like on the back of the box. Harley Quinn, Batman, Joker, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Collect the entire line of Teekeez stackable vinyl Tiki figures. To check out more cool things from the folks over at Cryptozoic Entertainment, you can head over to www.cryptozoic.com. But here is the packaging. Again, all the packaging is the same on all the 5 figures. Really, really liking the look of these. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Something I would have seen in Scooby-Doo. And what the neat thing about it, too, is if you aren't putting them in their boxes and you just want to keep the boxes on the side, you can spin the boxes all the way to their spines, and you get some nice decorative artwork there as well. What I am going to do, though, is we're going to get these opened up, and we're going to have a look at what they look like out of box. So there they are in the boxes. And here's what they look like when you get them out of packaging. Now, looking at these, you would swear that this is a small stump of wood. A little elf would have etched away all day, slaved over trying to get these carved out of a big stump of wood. But actually, they're made out of plastic. A lot easier to make, and still a really neat looking effect, because it does look like it's made out of a carved piece of tree. Really, right even down to the top of the hair. It looks like the top of a stump of wood. Now, one of the other things I really like about these is that they're painted. Well, the plastic obviously is colored, but it does look like it was hand painted. Like little areas, the flesh tone is kind of kept the same sort of flesh tone with all of them, but then the areas that are painted, presumably, let's imagine, if we will, that somebody's painted these on top of wood. So areas around the teeth area, the teeth section, for example, you can see it looks like it's been painted over top of a surface, especially when you start looking at the fabric of the outfits. It's been painted blue and it's been painted red, but they've done a great job of making it look like it's either not completely painted the wood, or it looks like the paint has started to wear away at the wood, where you see like the undercolor of the wood showing through. I mean, that's a really small bit of detail that I really do appreciate. They have no posability to them at all, but one thing that's really neat about them is that they're designed to be interchangeable and compatible. So essentially, much like a totem pole, Teekeez, what you can do is you can stack them on top of one another. So for example, you can take Wonder Woman, you can put her on top of Superman, Harley Quinn, and the only thing really preventing you from stacking these as high as you want is just making sure that they're not going to topple over. So like even the area, let me just tip the camera up there, even the top of Batman's cowl, which has ears, you can still get the feet of the Teekeez on top of it. And again, it's just a little bit of a balancing act to make sure that they all stand upright. But you can see, there they are. They're all standing on top of one another. And they are interchangeable too, so you can, if you want to have, say, for example, maybe Batman on the bottom. Batman feels like he carries the team after all, so we put Joker, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn. And again, you can kind of just mix and match these until you get the proper formation that you would want on display. So I think that's really cool as well. Move these all aside. Now here, we've already looked at Batman here, or Superman. Let's have a look at Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's kind of got a little bit more of that gray, that wood coloring underneath here, especially like the lower trunks. And that, I just love that. I love how it's painted, but it looks like it's worn away, and you can see like the undercoloring of the wood, or like the undercoloring that the flesh tone is here. It's got a little lasso. The hair, again, doesn't have as much the spirals that Superman's hair had, but again, the top of it looks like a tree stump. A good substantial feeling collectible as well. Doesn't have any posability or anything like that. Here we have Joker. Very big, sinister smile coming from the Clown Prince of Crime. He's got some greens in his hair and the purple in his jacket. But again, it looks like they've done it so that it looks like it's just worn away. Like even the area behind his ears and down by his neck. See right there? See right there? So again, it kind of looks like it's been painted away. Maybe these Teekeez have been sitting outside for a long period of time over the rain and the snows and stuff. The paint has started wearing themselves off. Just like if you painted really, a real wood finished statue, any carving, if you were to paint it, eventually that paint would start wearing itself off. And I think that's really neat that they did that with the Teekeez as well. And there's what they look like on the underside. Teekeez. Next we have Harley Quinn. She has a very equally devilish smile to that of Joker. There's the two side by side. This one's nice because she's got the mallet behind her back. Yeah, like nobody's going to see that. To sound like a broken record, I'm sure I will be, but again, really loving how it's got that worn away paint surface to it. There's Harley Quinn. My favorite, though, by far, has to be Batman. I love the look on his face. Big sneer on his face. I also do really like how they've recessed his eyes and they painted this area in a very dark black, and then you've got the yellow of his eyes there as well. I think of all five, he looks the most like a Teekeez to me. Loving the cape, and again, you've got that wood showing through there. I know these are plastic, but if I was like walking into, let's even just say like an antique store, and these were behind a cabinet, like a glass cabinet, I would look at these. I'd walk by these a couple of times and I would say to myself, it kind of looks like that's carved out of wood. Who would have sat there and carved it out of wood? So mission accomplished, I would say, from that standpoint. Definitely by far, though, the Batman is my favorite. Let me know down below, guys, what your favorites of the brand new Teekeez are. I would say my first favorite is probably Batman, and I really especially like the Joker, too. I think he turned out quite nice. These are slated, once again, for a mid-November release. Again, thank you to the folks over at Cryptozoic Entertainment for supplying all five of these that we had a look at in this particular video. I would certainly hope to see more of these. I mean, these are fun, and being a big DC guy, I would say I'm more DC than I am Marvel. A big DC guy I am. I mean, these look absolutely cool, especially the fact that you can interchange them and stack them on top of one another. It's not to say that you have to stack them all on top the same pose, like having them all stacked on top of one another. You could easily just stack a few of them on top of one another. You could do 3. You could do 4. You could leave Batman on his own, because Batman likes to be alone as well. But again, really fantastic looking collectibles. Definitely would like to see them release more of these. Today, we were having a look at the Cryptozoic Entertainment. This was the DC Teekeez. And I guess Series 1. I guess these would be Series 1 Teekeez with hopefully a future series to follow. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that little subscribe button down below. You won't miss a beat when it comes to future videos. If you also want to go back and have a look at some of the other Cryptozoic Entertainment stuff that I've done, I've got a playlist here on the channel as well that you can go back and have a look at some of the other cooler pieces that they've released in the previous years as well. So check that out if you get a chance. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.